Welcome to the University of Wisconsin Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. I want you to know that we do this every morning. We sit quietly for an hour and a half with coffee and scones and talk about stuff.
Maybe not every morning.
Maybe not every morning. Suffice it to say, this is one of the best training programs in the United States.
The enthusiasm that Dr. Rice and Dr. Hartenbach have really trickles down to the rest of the faculty and their participation.
And it's not just educational activities in general, but it's resident driven. They really advocate for us and what we want to get out of our residency training.
And I think we all feel very well supported by the people that we work with. For me, it seemed like there were a lot of places where I could get really good training around the country, but it's important to have good training and just feel safe and supported by the people that are with you.
I really like the size of our program. It seems to be right in that space where we get a lot of exposure to different pathology, but we don't end up getting overworked.
The simulation lab at the University of Wisconsin is an excellent opportunity for residents to get practice outside of an actual clinical setting. We have laparoscopic skills, we have robotic teaching, we have simulated deliveries, postpartum hemorrhage, so that residents can learn those key skills for clinical management in medicine outside of patient care settings. We also have a dedicated time where the residents are actively in the simulation center with faculty, learning new skills.
The same day that we had our shoulder dystocia sim lab, I actually had a patient that the attending didn't make it to because he was in a C-section. The lady delivered and the shoulder got stuck on the baby. Luckily, I was able to use my maneuvers and get the baby out successfully, and the baby did just fine.
The other benefit of our simulation center is that it's located right at the main hospital where residents work. It's right across from the resident lounge, it's close to the call rooms, it's just down the hall from labor and delivery in the operating room.
So the bottom line is we get great applicants, we pick bright people, and we meet you where you are. So no matter what you want to do, whether you want to do general OB-GYN or a subspecialty, get a fellowship, we want you to be the very best that you're going to be. We've got great faculty, and right, from the chair on down, everybody's really invested in your education.
All the residents were extremely friendly. They were very interested in me as a person and finding out what things I liked, what I was interested in, and it made me feel at home.
Everybody seemed really normal at the interview, which I hope you will find to be the same. And everyone was just great, easy to get along with even in stressful situations, which means a lot.
We have a great class.
Awesome.
I went to medical school here, and so I got a lot of exposure to the residents and realized that considering their busy work schedules, they were all really happy. They took care of each other.
Well, Madison's a fabulous place to live. It's a world-class university. It's a smaller town, great places to live, lots to do, but it lives a little more like a big city. There's plenty of great restaurants, great culture.
I can bike to both hospitals within 10 minutes.
I went to undergrad here and med school here. I can't seem to escape the city. There's just so much to do.
I walk to work and I live next to one of the lakes. The bike paths that go around the lakes are great for running after work.
And I know, Jennings, you love the food scene here.
Yeah, I live downtown, and my husband and I are kind of big foodies, and I think that Madison, for such a small city, has a ton of amazing restaurants.
So Madison is definitely a town where people always seem to be kind of out and about. There's a lot of opportunities for exercise.
It's a pretty fun college town. I walked out from the hospital this weekend after a night call into a college game day tailgating party.
The city sells itself. As far as the program goes, this is just the place to be.